It's been 2 weeks now since I picked up the Talon, so I feel like I'm in a pretty good place to give it a full review with actual riding experience. First of all, I have to say what an interesting place the mountain bike scene has become in the past few years, and with so many quality options out there, it wasn't an easy choice to settle on the Talon. For around the 1,099 Australian dollars that this was worth, you have a lot of great options that aren't so far apart from one another. Am I happy with this bike so far? Absolutely. Let's go through each part and I'll give you my thoughts. I'm stoked with the Desert Sage colour. It's a great looking bike and I've certainly had a few comments on how good it looks. The frame geometry feels good and makes for an ergonomic ride. The RockShox Duty isn't a bad fork. I've bottomed it out a couple of times on some harsh impacts, but it seems to do a half decent job for what it is. I could probably do with some stronger preload adjustment on it, but it's a fairly entry level fork and for now I'll run it until it decides to give up. The saddle is okay. It's a hard thing to critique fairly as bums do tend to vary, but it's okay. I wouldn't want to ride 100k's on it, but it'll do for now. On to the cockpit. I like the 690mm bars and I love the Dior shifter / Tektro lever combination. The Dior feels very natural and shifts responsively, while I've got no complaints about the feel and stopping power of the Tektros. They feel really good. In my first impressions video, I said I wasn't sure about the grips. Well, now I can safely tell you that they'll be heading to their new home in landfill sometime soon. The thin zigzag pattern of the rubber makes your hand roll back and forth on the grip, which does nothing for confident steering. You feel even less in touch when wearing gloves. We'll very swiftly move past the pedals. They are awful, truly awful. I know you can't get the best of everything for $1,000, but these suck. They are literally Kmart $100 bike pedals. I've got new ones coming in the mail, but thanks to the current climate, they're taking their sweet time, so we'll see about those later. I've got zero complaints about the drivetrain so far. Big thumbs up for the 1x, and although I haven't come close to climbing Everest or even a lowly mountain around Melbourne thanks to the current lockdown, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've never thought I could do with anything higher or lower, and tend to stick around the middle for most general riding. I still like the Maxxis Recon tyres. They're fairly confidence inspiring with their 2.4 inches of width and some decent knobbly bits, but the one letdown is that they're not the tubeless variant of the Recon. Once again, you can't expect everything from a bike in this price bracket, but if there was an option to pay a little more for the tubeless ready tyres, I would have done it, especially when considering the type of riding this bike is designed for. I look forward to getting out and putting this thing through its paces as time goes on. There may even be a future update video down the track. For now, I see new pedals and grips as essential upgrades, but we'll see how that changes as time goes on. For now, I wouldn't hesitate to pick one of these up if it's on your shortlist, as I'm sure you'll love it just as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, as it certainly helps show me that you're keen for more biking content from a pretty average Aussie bloke. Take care and happy riding.